everybody. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, hold on now. I'm saving this. Hold on. Let me throw this in the research team Discord so I remember to watch this. I haven't had time to look at any of my Discord shit today. How is everyone doing? Okay, sorry. Hello, hello. All right. Who all we got here today? We got Ken and Roger. Hello, Mystic Mima. James, welcome. Kristen. Oh, hey, Kristen. How's it going? Jan, welcome. Hey, Julie. Oh, that's good. You're going out for dinner with a friend. That'll be good. Hey, Marie. Hey, Giselle. Oh, hey, Chris. And I think, and James, did I say James? I can't remember. And hey, Painted Lady. Hello, welcome. Yeah, so we'll go until like 7 or so. I have a thing doing with Fear the Living pod. I think it's gonna be what, me, Chris, and Stevie, I believe, for tonight. We're gonna be talking about the stupid Warren's house thing. So I'm gonna be working on something too with I got some people planned too that we were going to meet up to talk in general, like we were going to do a recording. But then the Warren's house was sold. So stupid. Oh, hey, Stevie. Just cleaning. I'll be listening. Okay, no worries. So, yeah. So the Warren's house was sold. This is so dumb. What do you guys think? Hey, welcome from Peru. Tabata? I don't know. Tabata? So I guess we'll see what happens with that. So first off, the Warren's house is not haunted. So like, yeah, for running late. Okay, no worries, Chris. The Warren's house isn't haunted. So like, we all are aware about that, right? and the thing is, oh God. Okay, so me and Stevie, we did like an interview with the one of the kids from The Devil Made Me Do It, and I do have the interview, and I'm working the video. I'm always working a bunch of videos all at once, and it's like a fucking chaos all the time. So I'm working on that video, but I do have a clip of him explaining that Lorraine would just wander around and ask people for like trinkets in their house, and then she would make up some fake story about them, and that's what they filled their museum with. So the whole museum, all the trinkets, all the stupid like crap in there, it's literal crap. It's not haunted. Nothing's haunted. Like, it's so stupid, you know? Oh yeah, and then I think they even explained too that that dinosaur thing or whatever, Godzilla that they have, that they're like, this moved on its own. It's like, no, the floors were not flat in the house, and he explained that too in the interview. So I'll end up digging up those. Like, it's like 3 or 4 hours. It was very long, so I'm gonna be like cutting it down for the video I'm working on about residential hauntings. But then I'm gonna release like the whole interview for the most part. But there is stuff I want to like clip out, like stuff like that, right? Um, hey, crystal balls. So, I figured, but great, you have a witness. Yeah, like we have someone who has gone on record and explained, like Lorraine. So, like in the 1970s, it was popular to have like these tapestries on like your wall or whatever. They were just like handmade tapestries, like not like a design, not like a picture tapestry, like a string or whatever. That was, whatever. And so they had one of those on their wall, and Lorraine asked for it, and they said okay. And then she put it in the museum and said that it was a cursed item or something like that. Eric said the skull they have is from a high school science lab. Oh, really? Carl Johnson stole it and said in that video, apparently. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I remember that he told us about the tapestry on the wall, and that she didn't even say, like, she didn't say, oh, it's from this family's house. Like, she was just like, oh, we got this at a, like, a different, like, the backstory had nothing to do with them. And then she told people that it was demonic, or no, it was like a cursed item or something. It was so stupid. Hey, James. Carl Johnson. Wait, which one's Carl Johnson? Johnson? Oh, who's that one? Carl Johnson. I don't know who that is. Like, it's a fictional character in GTA. Who's Carl Johnson? I don't know. The Warrens' house is going to subtly be haunted. Yeah, and it would have never been haunted. The thing is, they were alive. Like, they would have never said it was haunted because Ed and Lorraine didn't believe in ghosts. Their whole thing was that everything was a demon because there's no such thing as ghosts. Like, they subscribe to that. Not every Catholic believes it. My point is that they subscribe to that part of Catholicism. A certain group of Catholics believe it. So, Lorraine told Jody Glatzel, I feel evil coming from that, or something dumb like that. And Judy was like, oh no, what do I do? And then Lorraine took the tapestry. Give it to me, I'll keep it safe. Oh, God. Going back in GTA. Yeah, I mean, that's like old Carl Johnson from GTA. That's an old GTA, yeah. Keith and Carl Johnson were people that work with the Warrens. Oh, okay. Stevie knows more than I do about some, which Carl Johnson? I don't know. Oh, wait, was these the guys from the Amityville? Because wasn't Keith the guy in the photo that they said was a little kid? The Warrens knew people's love for a spectacle. Yeah. I learned so much when I come over here, yeah. Yeah, between like myself and Stevie, if you have any like Warren's questions, honestly, Stevie knows the most, to be honest. But sometimes I dig up stuff that Stevie doesn't know about, but Stevie knows like way more. She knows like more names. That's one thing I do want to do. I want to sit down and I'm trying to work out, and I have made like quick notes, and I want to work out the names of like all the family and all the friends that are like in the Warren circle, associated with the Warrens, like went on to whatever, be part of the entertainment industry, anyone who's still associated with Nesper, like sort of like track their circle, because their circle went on to do fraudulent stuff too. So, you know, I think that was someone else. Can't remember the guy's name. I thought the guy's name from the Amityville was Keith. I thought it was Keith. Stevie's is Warren Oracle. Oh, yeah. Think of, this is not for the Warrens. We wouldn't know the name Zach Bagans. Zach was because Zach was copying Ghost Hunters. He was copying Jason. But to be fair, Jason said that John Zaffis was his like whatever. That's who he looked up to before he started doing ghost hunting. And John Zaffis, the only reason he's in the field is because his uncle was Ed Warren, and he asked Ed if he could joined him on cases so that he could learn the ropes. So I suppose in a way, Zach, sure, but Zach honestly had nothing to do with the Warrens. He was copying Jason from Taps. Keith and Carl were actually the first to investigate the Perrin house. Oh, them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't know their names. I know of them. I'm also really bad with names too. You have to remember with me. Hey, Rawside. Hey, Laura. When it comes to names, I'm gonna mess up names. So if I mess up a name, just correct me. I'm really bad. Like even names of like locations, like town names, or like I'm just really bad with names. I don't know. But also, like, I have fibro fog too, so I forget things, and then stuff comes back to me later. It's like that Seg thing with the Selena, right? I remember now watching the one video that Selena deleted. It all came back to me once Seg showed that clip. I was like, oh, I remember I watched one of the first ones that she did about her experience with her stalker. And I remember that her psychic visions were in the one that she deleted. And that's why the town was coming at her in the comments. I didn't read the comments back then, but it all makes sense now. It all kind of came back to me. So, hey, Crystal, love your content. Yeah, thank you. Me too with names. I'm always confusing stuff. Yeah, all the time. I'm always confusing names. It's bad. And it takes me a while to like learn people's names too. Like, especially if you have a everyday name. Like if you have an everyday name, it's going to take me so long to learn your name. It's easier for me to learn names when I see them like written, like visual. So at least like with chats and things like that, I can kind of pick up names a little bit faster because I keep seeing your name written. So I remembered Stevie's name because of the whole like story that she told about her name. So, yeah. I asked someone for the name of the guy from Amityville from the Warrens. Oh yeah, I have it saved somewhere in like my notes. I'm pretty sure it starts with a K. Pretty sure. They made the paranormal celebrity thing. That's all he wants. Yeah, that's all Zach wants, James. Yeah. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, it's like Zach was copying Jason from Taps. Zach is willing to do more for the cameras and for the ratings. You know what I mean? Like Jason, I think has some integrity, even though I know his daughter's lying. Everyone knows his daughter's lying, and everyone's like, well, he doesn't call out his daughter. It's like, it's his daughter. Like if you listen to what he said about his daughter, read between the lines. He's pretty much said that he needs to let her fail. That the only way that she's going to learn is on her own. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I'm going to support her, but like, he pretty much says that if you read between the lines. So he doesn't like, he's not obviously going to like ding his daughter in public. You know what I mean? So, But anyway, my point is, I remember, what was it? Weren't they trying to like, wasn't the network trying to fake some stuff at the end of Ghost Hunters? And that was something Jason wasn't like a fan of. Where Zach, he doesn't mind. He'll fake stuff. So Zach is their perfect like star for this stuff because they fake everything on TV. Otherwise, they wouldn't have ratings. So I can hardly see Ghost Adventures copy Ghost Hunters. Well, that's the thing though. No, all of us like who started paranormal investigation teams at that time, we all did it because of Taps. Taps was like the show in North America. It was the show that got us all interested in using gadgets and stuff to investigate ghosts. So I don't care what Zach says. Taps, Jason 100% created him because every single paranormal investigation team at that time that started when Zach started his, it was because of Taps. And now people do it because of Zach, but it's like the original ones were because of Taps. And we all tried to actually be more scientific and tried to be more discerning and skeptical and debunk things because that's something they did in the early seasons of Taps. And that was like a big thing. But somewhere along the lines, of course, well, it's Hollywood. Hollywood wants fake stuff because it has ratings, right? Paul Bartz, that's what it was from Amityville. Yes, that's the guy. I really enjoyed the early Ghost Hunters. Never watched anything after that for Ghost Hunting. Yeah, like, and the early seasons, it was only in like the last couple seasons, I think, that they started, they were faking stuff, but like, I think Jason explains it, and honestly, I can't remember the details. It's something along the line, I'm probably misremembering, where they were faking stuff, but like, he didn't know about it, but he had suspicions, and then he almost caught one day when they were like, it was like he kind of had suspicions because things seemed like to be happening a lot at the last couple seasons, and he wasn't a fan of that, like faking stuff, and the network wanted stuff to be faked because that gets ratings, right? So yeah, Baggins turned it into a spectacle. Yeah, Baggins, Baggins is like, what's his name? What's that British ghost hunting show that was big in Britain? Get Haunted? No, that was it. What was the name of that psychic? That is who Zach reminds me of. Is that psychic from that show? He reminds me of that psychic. Except Zach isn't psychic at all. He tries to act like he's being scientific. He's trying to be like Jason, but he's fake because it's Hollywood, and all he ever wanted was fame. So, uh, that would hit the wrong target. Yeah, yeah. They used. What did you say, Mystic Mima? They used Susan evidence in the show. I think that's maybe a mistype. Let me know. Recall that one guy that was so much like Zach in his mannerisms and cadence. Was that in the Ghost Hunters? Like, the thing that I liked about Taps was there was like a little bit of drama within the team. They got into their personal lives, and I like that. I like the like soap opera aspect of it. And I remember them fighting about really expensive equipment. Like, there was a bit of drama. Like, it was like really light soap opera-y drama, and that's what I think sold Taps to a lot of people, right? He gets rid of anyone who seems to gather his own following. Yeah, Zach doesn't like sharing the limelight. Sharing the limelight. Yeah. And the thing, really haunted. Yes, that's it, Chris. Derek Akora. That's it, Crystal Balls. Yes. Zach reminds me of Derek Akora, but he's not trying to be psychic. He's trying to be like Jason. Right? Most haunted, really haunted. Something like that. Most haunted? I can't. It's Derek Akora. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Fat Finger Florio. Yeah, I figured it was probably just like a typo. Derek Akora was psychic. No, he wasn't. He was the worst psychic ever. He was an actor. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So yeah, we have the house. It's the the house is so stupid. The whole thing's so dumb. Um, we're being told information about stuff, but nothing can be substantiated. So we're trying to substantiate some information. So hopefully, once we figure it out. Season one of Ghost Hunters was literally a docudrama. Yes, it was. It was good. The one guy screwed up everything, but that's the thing. Yeah, Agony Goose. That was it. It was entertaining to watch. I thought Buell talked like Baggins on Paranormal State. Funny to hear Ryan talk now completely different. Oh yeah, they put on the fake, like they're doing it because the network wants it, right? They talk like that and they act like that because the network wants it. The thing is, Zach is happy to be a dancing monkey if he's the one that gets the limelight. And so Zach is the perfect person that they could have found because they were blowing through other paranormal investigators ever since like Taps, you know, they were just blowing through investigators and psychics and stuff. None of them really, some of them have integrity, some of them were too boring, like they weren't finding the right fit. Zach Baggins is the exact perfect character for a TV network, you know. The funny thing is his career is going to be over soon. First of all, he's like 50, and he's hanging around with like 20-year-olds. But second of all, TV's dying. Like the shows aren't getting the ratings anymore because nobody has TV anymore. Like nobody is going to go out of their way to get cable to watch this crap. So he's got to sell it to a streaming service, and streaming services, they don't pump out reality TV like TV does. So like they're not going to be looking for they're not looking for a diva. The streaming services don't want divas. So He's a mama boy. Zach, yeah, I could see that. Zach resembles that wind up monkey with the clapping cymbals. He is. That's the thing. Like everyone holds him, like everyone's scared of him, and everyone holds him on this pedestal and whatever. And like the reality is, he's a dancing monkey for TV networks, like for the TV executives. He does whatever they want. He does whatever is needed to get the ratings, and that is exactly who they want. And TV's dead, like it's dying. So he doesn't have very much time left. But, he's rich. He has his haunted whatever. But he's going to be that creepy old dude who hits on 20-year-olds. Like, he's getting up there in age, and he fumbled his last relationship hard. Netflix doesn't actually like the divas. Like, look at The Witcher, right? And Cavill, who was trying to get them to stay true to, like, he was acting like a diva, but a nerd diva. And he was trying to get them to stay true to the base knowledge, like the base lore of The Witcher. And they just kept pushing back, and then they just let him go. Like, Netflix actually doesn't like divas because they're all about pumping stuff out as affordable as possible, as quick as possible. And if it doesn't get enough like ratings or whatever, like if people don't binge watch it in that weekend, then it won't get renewed, kind of thing. So like Netflix is not looking for divas because they don't have time for divas. They're pumping out tons of content. They have no time for divas. It was most haunted first show I ever watched. They had Dr. Kieran O'Keefe. Yeah, and Kieran O'Keefe, he used to be a little bit more reputable, but now he just does whatever the cameras want. Like, I don't take him seriously anymore. He used to be better. Now I just find, like, you hear him talk now, and it's just like he's just reiterating what the TV shows want him to reiterate. He's not thinking like a scientist at all anymore. Henry did the right thing and would have stepped down also. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like, Henry was acting like a diva, like a nerd diva. Listen, we're all nerds. Like, we can agree with what he was doing, right? But, like, he was acting like a diva in an effort to get them to stay true to the base, like, content. Knowledge. What's the word? I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. And they just let him go. Like, they just were like, nah. Like they really, the only people that they would probably let be a diva would be like writers, like, what's her name? That does, she does Grey's Anatomy, and she does, she's not a writer or creator. She did, Bridgerton, the creator of those things, like God, the name is on the tip of my tongue. She's got an empire, and like she can bring in the audiences no matter what she writes. She's able to get like she is able to get the ratings without people realizing she's the writer. Like, she's just talented, and that's the people that they'd be willing to have as divas, is people like them. And Zach is not them. Zach is not a writer. He's just talent. Not to belittle talent, but like the writers, like her, I'm trying to think of her name. Like, no matter what she does, people watch it. Shonda Rhimes, that's it. Shonda Rhimes. Those are the type of people that they would let be a diva, which I think that they do have Shonda signed to them. So like they'll do whatever she wants, but like she's earned it, right? Or like, remember they signed that contract with like Adam Sandler or something and his company for a bit? Like that, he has the name and the balls to be a diva, right? Yeah, he wanted them to stay true to the book and the games and everything, and they like would not. Yeah. He wants continuity and accuracy. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Zach is bad talent too because he doesn't get along with any of the other talent. And everything that Netflix creates, like, Zach essentially would be reality TV, and he's not going to bring in the ratings like Love Island and Love on the Spectrum and things like that. Like he's not going to bring in those ratings, so they're not going to care. Like if he's willing to be a basement bargain bin, but they're not going to put up with diva from him. None of the streaming services will, to be honest. He's not meant for a streaming service. He's the old world TV network attitude. Zach want to be David Boreanaz, but he can't act. No, he can't act. He's a horrible actor. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like his career is almost over because honestly, the TV networks are starting to shut down all this stuff. It's just not bringing in the ratings, and people aren't paying for cable and TV anymore. So they don't really give a crap about, like, it's all about the ratings, right? So, yeah. So, but anyway, we'll see. So on the stream for the Warrens' house, they make a joke. They're making jokes about the split of the house and like the split of the business or whatever. And the way that they made the joke, it sounds like there's 5 investors in the business. So I think that there might be, I mean, we've heard some rumors, but so I think that some stuff might be true, or there might be some other investors that we don't really know about as well. So I think we'll find out more. I wonder, oh, and did you guys notice how Tony like insulted all the debunkers and stuff like that? It's funny. Apparently we're all going to hell because we're mean, and he's going to heaven because he's not mean. It's like one of the meanest, grungiest guys in the world. Jeez. But yeah, I think that there's like people being, I'm getting like the weirdest comments right now on old Warren's videos. So either it's because the movie's coming out, or because they bought the house, or that they're sending people to our channels to leave comments. I don't know, Stevie, if you've been getting any comments too. I think it's people being sent to my channel though. I'm getting like some of the stupidest comments right now. But yeah. So I am working on, oh, right. I was going to let you guys know. I'm working on the Teresa video. Tomorrow, there's going to just be like a clip video released. It's nothing new other than you've got a couple. Yeah, I'm getting some on my psychic videos too. I think they're sending people to us to try to get to us, but it's like, okay, whatever. This is like, I've been, over the last like month or two, I've been actually replying to negative comments and being really snarky back. So I've just been having more fun with it than anything. I was raised Catholic, so I have an express elevator to hell. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to be releasing a video. It's just really a clip video edited out of the John Edward one. I adjusted some of the audio and put like subtitles and stuff on because that was like feedback I got about that video. And the video is like so old. It's been not so old, but it's been a while, right? So tomorrow that's going to be what is released. Just to give everyone a heads up on it, that it's not really anything new. It's just that what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a separate video where I just talk about only the techniques so that I don't have to send someone to a video about another psychic just to learn about all the techniques. So it's just going to be like a short half-hour video. It's not a premiere or anything. I'm just going to be releasing it. And then on top of that, it like helps with the algorithm or whatever to have a video released, and I'm working away on the Teresa stuff still too. So Tony's not a man of God. No, he's not. He's an idiot. I like how he was like describing how to do scrying and how all this stuff works and everything. And it's like, you're teaching people what witchcraft, right? You're supposed to be this like Vatican I Catholic. You're not supposed to be accepting of witchcraft, man. Tony gives me the creeps. He was creeping them out at a certain point, but the chat was like egging, like the chat was all for it. And it's like, I could tell that Elton guy was really uncomfortable with some of the stuff that Tony was saying. Like Tony was being weird. He was being old dude weird at one point there. Just got a question of what level of hell sloth is my jam. Yeah. They own the objects for 5 years. Yeah, I think it's something like they've essentially like leased the objects to use as an attraction for this house for the next 5 years, right? And then they're working on trying to get a museum opened. Like, I don't know how long Tony's gonna live. Like, dude is outliving them all, and Tony's like 75 or something, I believe now. Like he's outlived everybody in this group, I swear. So I have no idea. Hello, War Orbs, from the UK, recent new subscriber. Yeah, welcome. I like how he threatened to dox Matt. Yeah, that was so weird. It was like he was just being weird. I liked Matt's response was like, "Oh, you don't need $1,000 for me. I've given you many thousands of dollars already." It was the response was funny. Wardrobe's welcome. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Mima. Yeah, I think that whole family has an issue with that particular stuff for sure. Yeah. I was told something the other day by someone. Who was it? I can't remember who told me. Someone told me that there was like a rumor about something. It's a rumor, so like it's like I could talk about rumors on this channel, but then it's like, I mean, I can make it clear it's a rumor and I can't substantiate anything, but then it's like I kind of like just feel like I don't really want to just talk about rumors, like if it's something crazy that needs to be talked about, then I think I should, but I don't know. But then this stuff can't be substantiated because this is about Ed and he's dead. So like, I don't know. I do witchcraft. I'm bisexual, so I filled out application for a nice studio apartment in hell. Yeah. I like Tony feeling off guard about the house being haunted. I don't know, man. He went on about the house being haunted in that live stream for a while too. He was like, "Oh, I've seen and heard things. I think this place is more haunted than any of the Conjuring houses." Which, okay, whatever. All right, Chris. I'll see you later. Yes, Ken. That's the pale horse named Death. Ed is dead. It rhymes. That's true. Yeah. People are mostly interested in the object. That's the thing, yeah. People are mostly interested in the objects, and they're talking about getting a museum to remove the objects from the house. So then it's like, well, you wouldn't really go to the Warrens' house for a ghost hunt. Like, they're not going to haunt it because they don't believe in ghosts, right? They can't come back. Everything was a demon, so they shouldn't be haunting their own house. I guess if you want to keep the house as like some mothball like museum of where the Warrens live, I guess, but like they were bad people. Like I don't really think I don't know. They weren't good people. And we normally don't, in history, we normally don't hang on to things from bad people and then show them out. Like we usually like talk more about the people they hurt, but people don't realize that, people still don't believe that they were bad people because they were good con artists. So they were good con artists for people who are religious. That's the thing. They were good at tricking people who are very devout. Yeah, I seen the trailer for the movie coming out in September. Yeah. Wade told a story about how Lorraine visits him in the house. Also, Wade said apparitions are spirits you don't know. Like, the Warrens didn't believe in ghosts. This is the thing too with Selena's whole thing. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Salem to get Lorraine channeled, to channel Lorraine and talk to her and get her blessing to continue her work." And it's like, you can't channel her because she can't return to Earth because that was their beliefs. Like, if you're gonna pretend to respect her and you're gonna pretend to want to be like her, then you should probably understand what her beliefs were, you know? But no, like, they don't actually care or want to care or, like, anything, because they're just using her name to build their own celebrity up. Like, this thing, none of these people are sincere, you know? And, like, I don't know anything about Elton. People in my Discord said that he does follow through on things like donations and stuff like that. But look at the people who Elton surrounds himself with, and that should tell you enough about someone's character. In my experience, when you surround yourself with shitty people, you're usually a shitty person. You're just good at hiding it. Sorry for making noise, walks quietly in the class. No worries, James. Yeah. Do you know the story is based off of? It's the Smurl story. Yeah, Liz. I have a video on it. It's the Smurl story, and yeah, it's all BS. Like, all their stories are BS. At the time of, like, it was BS. They were just good at selling it to the papers, and then they would make movies out of it. So they would make books, and they would make a ton of money off their traveling lectures. That was $1,000 a head to attend one of their lectures, and then they would sell their books, and then they started doing movies, TV movies at first, and then actual, like, box office movies. History is written by the winners. Modern day is written by people with money. Yeah, yeah. Are you a member? You can get a discount. Sure, if you are. Yeah, I mean, I could do that for the memberships too with my store as well. It's just like, I don't know, like, technically, like, with the stores, like, I mean, I don't want to encourage anything, but I mean, like, I haven't really done it because, like, technically you could just share the code with somebody. You know what I mean? Unless I made a new one every month, but still, then you could, I don't know. Anyway. What people are you talking about? We're talking about the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Have to finish getting ready. Yeah, no worries, Julie. Oh, you have to drive there? I mean, it's good if you're driving yourself, because then you can just leave if you feel like you need to because you're paying. But it would be nice if someone were driving you as well. But honestly, just like, if you gotta leave because of pain, you gotta leave because of pain, right? Like, just tell them, sorry, it is what it is. And if they give you a hard time, send them the Spoon Theory video on YouTube. That's what I do. That's been the easiest way to try to explain to people who don't understand chronic illness and chronic pain. Like, I send them the Spoon Theory video and they fully grasp everything suddenly. So if you have any friends who don't understand, send them the Spoon Theory video. It's on YouTube. Use a link in her purse. I forgot where I got mine. Oh, for what, Ken? It's something from Stevie. If she's still in here, she can send you. I don't know if she's still here. Stevie's a mod too, so I think she can post links in here too. Yeah, there's 2 Jameses in here now, so be aware. But yeah, that's why I recommend Spoon Theory video. And then, yeah, we're gonna have the sort of clipped out video coming tomorrow, and that's about 30 minutes. I'm working on the Teresa stuff. I honestly didn't think it would take me this long. Like, I went and sat down to, like, record everything, and I was like, I've got like 10 hours of video or something, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I stayed up I stay up so late trying to finish recording because I was like, okay, I'll only have a little bit more, a little bit more. And I just kept pushing and pushing and I was like dead. I'm just like, but I'm like, I don't want to have to do this tomorrow. Like I only have a little bit more. And it was like, oh my God, I have so many hours of recording and I got to work through it all. Cause like it's hours and then you got to cut it down a lot. So, cause a lot of it's like, it'll be dead air things I'm double checking while I'm doing it too. So. Sorry, I'm still tired. Hey, Jan. Love your life so far. Meds have kicked in. Yeah, no worries. Go get some sleep. Sending on from Wales. Oh, yeah, if you're in Wales, it's already late. Yeah. Yeah, go and get some sleep. Yeah, I think I'm going to maybe have some cold brew or something. I'm like, because that recording took so long the other night, it totally messed up my sleep schedule. So I'm trying to get back into waking up, like, not extremely late. It's not like I'm not great at waking up early, but I'm trying to not be as late as I have been. So I did force myself to get up. Yeah, Stevie, I think Ken was looking for something. Ken, just tag Stevie if whatever it was that you needed. Because she's a mod and she can just post a link. So whatever it is. Even if it's to your own channel stuff, Stevie, I don't mind. Doing too much at once. Yeah, no worries. It's that time of the day too. I haven't eaten any like dinner or anything, but like to be honest, I also woke up late. Stevie is always like, I don't know if Stevie wakes up at the crack of dawn or if Stevie stays up till the crack of dawn, but like most often I'll see messages back from her at like 6 in the morning and I'm like, dude, you're an early person. I think that she wakes up that early. Just like she wakes up super early. Oh, thank you, Creeping Blanket. What the heck is NOK? $50 or not dollars, NOK. I don't know what NOK is. And I said thank you for the 2 British pounds earlier, right? I believe I did. What is NOK? I've never seen that before. NOK currency. Oh, Norwegian. Oh, okay. Norwegian krone. Is that what it's called? See, I don't know how any of your dollars and stuff work out there. I thought that everyone used like the euro or something, but I guess every like country still has like its own dollar. I honestly don't know. I'm if I ever like travel out there, I'm going to be so screwed. I'm going to have to figure out how to bring money, like how to where I need what money. I wake up at the crack of dawn because of Neptune. Okay, yes, Stevie. I once multitasked and lost half a toe. That's fair. I do hurt myself a lot, yes. And I saw Ken. I'll get you the links. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah. Sounds good. Norwegian. Okay. Oh, is that my merch? Oh, I thought you were asking for Stevie's merch. Oh, I could have. I thought you were asking for Stevie's merch. I could have put my website in. If he wanted Stevie's merch, if he wants your merch, Stevie, you can put your website in. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's Stevie's website. Okay. Yeah, go check out some of her designs too. She's got some really cute ones. Everyone has really good designs actually. Over on Jeff's channel, like they have the boobies. It's a funny design. I love it. Everyone's very creative. Yeah, also I have a design idea for like the next time I release like new designs, but I'll probably end up hiring someone to draw it for me cuz like I can do some basic stuff, but I want something really specific drawn a certain way, and I'm not that good at drawing. I can only do some really basic things. So I'm going to have to probably hire somebody, but I'm not going to release new designs for a while because it took me a while to like work through all those designs as is. So, it used to be a host on a streaming platform. I don't know what you mean, James. Everyone's stuff is great. Yeah, everyone's stuff is really good. Everyone's very creative. Yeah, or and who is it? Debunked Paranormal. He has a design that's Crayola kids. I thought that was funny because of the twin paranormal guys. I've noticed that their audience has been pretty chill, like not as bad as they used to be. So I don't know if they like. I noticed that they haven't been engaging people on Twitter like they used to ever since they got called out. So ask Carla Florio if she did mine. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bodacious boobies. Yeah. I barely slept, feel like a zombie, new neighbor upstairs walking around from 12 to 3 in the morning. Had the gall to put music on at 2 a.m. Ooh. Yeah, music on at 2 a.m. is a little much. Like walking around, yeah, you can't really control that. Like, and I'm a person, like, I have insomnia. So, like, I get, like, sometimes you can't sleep and stuff. But music's a little bit rough. But also, maybe, like, your place, maybe the walls are, like, super thin and they don't realize it. Like, that could be it too. Because, like, my neighbors upstairs, like this place is very like thin walls and everything. And I listen to like a bit of stuff when I'm trying to sleep or whatever. And probably like whoever's right above me can probably hear it because I can hear their phone when it's on vibrate. So like our walls are super thin here. But but yeah, like for the most part, I'm usually wearing headphones, but then I usually, like when I'm lying down, I go to sleep. Oh, and then I really hurt my thumb yesterday. Oh my God. So I was trying to mess with putting on these like see-through bra straps or something on my bras. I can't get the hooks on them are too tiny. But anyways, I was trying to like clasp the bra and mess with it, and the clasp went underneath my thumbnail and it like ripped all the way down to like the base of my thumbnail, and it hurt a lot and it hurt to pull out. And then like last night I woke up with the throbbing and I started soaking it in salt water today, but I'm like, it's bad. It hurts so bad. And it keeps like swelling up and throbbing more. So it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I hurt myself on a bra. It's like only people who have ADHD can hurt themselves on clothing. So stupid. Oh, the OG member post so Ken can get the member discount. Oh, okay. That's what Ken's looking for? Yeah, I mean, if you could throw it in here, I'm not sure if that, like, works in here or... I'm not sure. But she could do, like, a new member post for anyone who's new members. Twin Paranormal Crayon Eaters, Paranormal... yeah, Crayon Eater, Paranormal, yeah. He was doing like daytime chores. He might have insomnia like me. Like I do stuff. I can do stuff better at night. Like I feel more sick during the day, and then at night I'm actually like. And also he might be on shift work too. It kind of sucks because it sounds like you're on two different times. You can't really necessarily control that. But yeah, it sounds like the walls are thin and stuff. I don't know if he has carpets up there, but sometimes putting a carpet down can help. Might be infected. Yeah, I know. It's like swelling up and stuff, and like I'm sure it probably is infected in some way because it's hot and red. So that's why I've been soaking it in the salt water. Bras hurt us all, right? Yeah, true. It's usually guys that get injured by bras. I know. I'm like, I always injure myself on the stupidest things. And now it's a bra. Like, I can't believe. And the thing is, like, I think it's under the nail that's probably more infected or whatever. So, I don't know. I keep soaking it in salt water because that's usually, honestly, my grandpa from in the army, my grandpa was in charge of, World War II. So like he was in charge essentially of the infirmary, but also it was the armory. So it was the armory and the infirmary, same place. And he's like, you know how we cured people back in the day, like back in the war? And he's like, I just always had a pot of boiling salt water on the stove all the time. And he's like, when people came in with injuries, that was how we did it. So I'm like, my whole life I've always just done hot salt water, and for the most part that like cures all my ailments, like just from like cutting myself or like any sort of like injury in that sense, right? But if you have something like internal, then yeah, go get antibiotics. Hey, Henry. Yeah, Henry has some news from last time. It used to being the only person in my building had a very rude awakening when I decided to put up a tapestry at 3 a.m. Oh, I mean, I do stuff too in the middle of the night. It's tough because yeah. Henry. Yes, yeah. Henry's life mate said yes to the proposal. Congrats, Henry. Everyone say congrats to Henry. Henry's gonna get married. Hey, Kenny. I managed to do the splits the other day making a cup of tea. I've been there. I've done that. Yes. I can stub my toe walking through a double width doorway. Same. Saltwater is a good solution. That's usually what I do for everything, to be honest. Like I used to take in like stray cat. Like me and my mom would rescue cats and stuff, stray cats, and anytime I got like scratched by them or bit or whatever, like salt water. That's what I would do. Salt water. Like my mom wasn't. I don't think she was aware that I had a bite, or I didn't tell her. I was just like salt water. I probably got lucky. I didn't get like rabies or something. But I mean, the cats we would take in, they would just happen because they would actually be pretty chill. We wouldn't bring them in the house unless they were chill. So yes, congrats to Henry. Congrats on all the engagement and everything. And hey, Sweet Goth. What I miss? Random shit, random talk. And Henry, Henry's life mate said yes to the proposal, so Henry's gonna get married. Splits was my nickname in high school because I could. Yeah, I've done some awkward falls and weird stuff. It's always like it's like something random will be on the floor, you know, or like you get new shoes and you're not used to the soles yet. That happens a lot. I don't know if like maybe that's the ADHD thing. Like you kind of get used to how, because I have new shoes right now. I just got like some cheapy ones or whatever, but they're cute. But you kind of get used to the soles of your old shoes because you've worn them in. You're like used to how fast you can walk and everything, and then you get new ones and then you slide all the time. That happens to me a lot. Florio, my sis, has 10 cats. Yeah, at one point we had like 30, but we were living on farmland in a farmhouse at the time, and people like they dump their cats at farms because they're like, oh, well, they can go live in the barn. It's like, well, but then if we don't take care of the cats and get them fixed and get them taken care of, then they end up with feline AIDS and stuff, right? And then they end up with birth defects because then they all breed with each other. Like, don't drop your cats off at a barn. Like, come on. MLM stuff, so you know I'm drawn. Yeah. Not sure about saltwater versus rabies. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, none of them, I think, like, if they had rabies, like, we would know before they got into the house. Because it was always, I would get bit or scratched when they came into the house because then a cat somewhere would, like, start a fight with a cat. Like, just like, this is my house kind of thing, right? But it didn't happen with every cat. Like we're pretty good about introducing cats, and all of our cats were like outdoor cats. So like animals would just come in and out of our house all the time. I remember going into the kitchen one time and there was a raccoon eating kibble. And I was just like, I look at the raccoon looks at me, and I'm just like, are you going to bite me? And he's like, are you going to kick me? And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get a glass of water. And then we just both went along our business. It's like, so I think that's why the cats were pretty chill about animals coming in a lot. Because animals would just come in because we just left the door open. I walked into the girls' bathroom by accident when I was 12, so embarrassing. I've walked into guys' bathrooms by accident too. I think I remember the first time I walked in like a public one and I was like, what the hell are these things? Because the urinals? I'm like, what is this? And then I learned about it. I was like, oh. And then they're like, yeah, there's usually only like one toilet in there. So if you have to like do a number two, like you're waiting in line. I'm like, oh, that sucks. um, Flailing random limbs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what time is it? Right. I gotta be paying attention to time. Okay, we're at 6:30. Right. So yeah, I mean, I'll have more to say on the Warren's house, but we're going to be doing some recordings with people, so I think we'll save it for the recordings, and then we'll see. I don't know, but there's stuff that I have to say, but then some of it's based on rumors, and I kind of want to figure out if the rumors are true or not. Cat assignment policy doesn't take into account what humans think. Yeah, yeah. If I gotta go pee, I would go in. I've done that as an adult. Like as an adult, I'm like, I don't care anymore. I'm like, if there's like a lineup, I'm like, I'm just going to the guy's bathroom. But also like I grew up on a farm and I'm like I grew up like this is like even the city I'm in, it's big now, but it was a farmer city. It was started by farmers and all the little towns I grew up in were all farmer towns. So I'm like, if you had to go pee, you just went pee. Like find a bush, like if you really got to pee, you go find a bush and you just drip dry. Like so I mean number two is different though. I was never put in that position. I can't imagine. Oh my god. That would be a tougher one to deal with. My mom put Merchrome on everything. I walked around with pink orange splotches all over me all the time. What the hell is Mirachrome? What is that? I just want to see if they'll let me in. Yeah, Kenny, I'd like to see if they do because in the live, Tony was like, yeah, but we have a list of people who aren't allowed to be here. Like, Tony said that. So I was like, I'm curious if they would let Kenny in. I'm curious if they would let you in because of YouTube. You know what I mean? I wonder how much control Tony's going to have over that if they own it. My ex went into a house to help remove all the cats. Owner didn't care, and they bred like mad. She got bit and had to have a rabies shot just in case. Yeah, I mean, in those situations, you don't know. Like, there were cats, and that's saying, if we were entering like a barn or something and we were trying to help out, and there were cats that you can tell by the kittens, they have like birth defects and stuff. So it's usually a sign of like feline AIDS or interbreeding, and there could be rabies if they're in that position, if the cats are that bad off. So you don't go in there with like bare arms and shit, right? Like you put on gloves and stuff, like just in case. But honestly, I've never really been attacked by any cats out in the wild. Like I'm a bit of a cat whisperer. I'm really good at dealing with wild cats, even when they're feral. So just squatted out. Yeah, that's pretty much all we did growing up. Like age verification is coming to YouTube on 13th month. Yeah, it's already in some places. The YouTube age verification is already hitting in a lot of locations in the UK. So just so everyone's aware, like it's not a YouTube thing, it's a government thing. Because I know people are like, oh, blame YouTube for all the censorship. And YouTube's not censoring anything, it's the government. If you don't like it, take it up with your local dudes. Love you, Florio. Thank you for a membership a couple months ago, Maria. Great blessings to all and big hugs from Miami and Florida. Yes, yeah. Yeah, thank you for giving Victoria a membership. Time to go undercover, right, Kenny? Yeah. I think I mentioned being attacked by ants when I was little. Oh, well, bugs are different. Insects are from hell. So, I hate insects so much. I don't like bugs. Those are the things that I will run away from. I'm going to Connecticut in a couple months. I could swing by. Yeah. I'm curious how much they're going to charge for people. You know, you achieve something if you're on that list. They're scared of you. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee me and Stevie are on that list for sure. Like for sure, Stevie. I don't think that they really know or care about me, but the thing is, I think they know about me because of little Joey and how much I fight back whenever I see a Joe account or a Linda account show up. I get usually with Joe, I actually like I'll respond to him. Say something bitchy back to him in the comment back, and then I'll block him because he is a PDF. So I just block him. Linda, I'll usually argue with a little bit more. I still haven't blocked her on Facebook. She recently commented on my post about the Warrens thing, and I just commented back saying that her insult sounded like a 14-year-old's insult. And then she's like, well, I'm the oldest 14-year-old you've ever met then. And I'm like, okay, well, you kind of missed the insult that I gave back to you. That is that you're acting like a 14-year-old. But that response was pretty on brand for a 14-year-old. Gonna be quiet for a while. Couldn't sleep last night. I was too stimulated. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, get some sleep. The list of people not allowed in the Warren's house. Yeah. Little red bastards. Yeah. Fire ants are the ones that will attack you. And they are usually, because I like to go urban exploration, like exploring. I've done it since like forever. And in Canada, if you go to like abandoned homesteads, like turn of the century stuff, that's where that's where the fire ants are. So don't go in, go in with pants and shoes and socks. Like, don't go in with any bare legs. You will be bit. The cult advocates called the censorship coming a while ago. We're being listened to a bit now. Yeah, the censorship thing, it's happening. It's not even, honestly, guys, it's not even censorship. They're trying to gather everyone's biometrics. Like, to be honest, that's what it is. They're trying to gather everyone's biometrics, their IDs, and they're trying to track where you are. Like that's what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know about you because of Joe and Linda. Yeah, I think Joe and Linda told them about me. Yeah, Linda's a genius. I know, right? The fact they have a list of people that are banned, I'm assuming haven't followed this too closely myself, is indicative of someone who has something to hide. Yeah, exactly, Kenny. Yep. They are so shady. They are. Murachrome was a wound antiseptic we used half a century ago. I wonder, because you can use colloidal silver, which I use on the pets, and that's really, that one's safe. So I wonder if colloidal silver replaced it, or if that's what colloidal silver is based on. I might not be saying colloidal right. It kind of thinking about mercury, it kind of reminds me of colloidal silver. Have you investigated some of the weekly guests of Ghost Bunny podcasts? Girl debunking needs to commence. Yeah, I think I put it on my list. Honestly, I'm working on so many things right now. I think it's on the list. I added it to the Discord list. But I have a ton of stuff on the go, so I'm always behind on everything. I have such a big list. If I had the money for an editor and stuff, then and a script writer, then I could be pumping out a lot more. I have so many topics, but I have my own topics and ideas too, and I have this huge list that I'm never going to get everything to. So I'm never out of ideas. I've had a lot of people worrying over it since it's being asked in terms of cult. I had to make a couple posts to explain it in cult terms. Yeah, I mean, it's being sold to people under the certain type of cult, if you know what I mean. It's being sold under the guise of it's to protect children, but that's not that's not the purpose, right? I'm just waiting until YouTube or someone gets hacked and all the biometric and your license, all your personal, they want you to take pictures sometimes of your license or your passport, and then they also want you to take pictures of yourself, so there's biometrics there. These people are not, these companies are not designed to hold that information, that personal information. It's going to get hacked, right? The companies that they're worried about kids having access to, such as the OF, they actually have the money and the technology in place to hang on to that information. But companies like Wikipedia, who they're trying to force to do this, they don't have the money to like maintain privacy of people's information. You know what I mean? Like most companies are not going to have that money to do that. So all that's going to happen is everyone's personal data is going to be out on the internet. I give it 6 months. Everyone's personal data is going to be hacked everywhere. No one's going to have privacy. I ran into a hedge trying to get to my cat. I was in shorts and a t-shirt. I started screaming and my dad had to hose me down. Yeah, you don't, yeah. Yeah, the fire ants hide inside like things, yeah. I haven't so much lately. That's because I'm all over the shop sleep-wise. Just give me a list of questions or comments you would ask. Ask for what, cat? Shirts and a t-shirt. Okay. That's not far from where I'll be visiting. Oh, you mean like if you went to the house? Honestly, like I don't have a list of questions and comments to them. Like their stuff is junk. I would just record it and then post it on YouTube and be like, this is junk. Like I would just insult all the dolls and then be like, okay, now let's see if I die. That's what I would do if I had access to all that junk, to be honest. Try and calm people down a bit. We're trying to help. Yeah, Sweet Goth. I don't know that you're going to be able to calm people down. Like, I know you're trying to help people, but there isn't like a great solution to it. It's a fucked up world right now. If you need me to be your scriptwriter, editor, let me know. It's debunk. Yeah, everything's got to be like I need to hire somebody because I got to like pump stuff out on like a fast timeline. So it was my 7th birthday too, but it's funny with or without the glove. Cults are masters of surveillance and information control from that sense. Yeah, be worried about it and take procedures to protect yourself. Yeah. And you deal with the root cause of problems. Hey, Bill, how's it going? Yeah, like the reason why they're doing this isn't it's not going to fix what they say they're going to fix because they're not trying to fix what they say they're going to fix. So, and us being scam fighters tend to work with companies that create online safety tools. We're trying to help as best we can. Yeah, the online safety, it's going to be tough, man. Like people are already getting hacked as is, like, and everyone's data is getting out there. So they aren't actually arresting the known PDFs. Yeah. It's stupid. So, like with the state things are in right now, I don't really trust the judicial system process. But leading up till now, the process there was checks and balances, but now it's just like I don't freaking know. Everything's changing every day. It's like, man, 6 months is generous. It'll be destroyed before then. Nothing will change. Yeah, 6 months is generous. Like, it depends if the U.S. is going to start doing it, like this week or next week, then it'll probably be less than 6 months. Good idea, Flurry, but if it's expensive, then no way. Yeah, it's expensive, yeah. My dyslexia is anxious about filling in the info. They don't, like, they just want you to take a picture of your face and a picture of your passport or any other ID and then upload it to them. That's what's happening. So, yeah. Hey, Queen of Karma, welcome. We're being silenced to have had my accounts almost taken out just for being vocal for people's rights. Yeah, but is that on Twitter? Because, I mean, like, X is a cesspool. Most of the time it's not even a hack, just companies with bad security practices. Yeah, Guinea Goose. That's what I mean, though, right? It's like, because I used to work in information security, right? I went to school for this stuff, and I used to hack and stuff. As like, it was a white hacker, right? But companies like Wikipedia or things like that, where you can just register. You just need a general email address, right? You don't have to upload your ID to prove anything. Like, they don't have to put in as stringent security controls because all they're really protecting is like IP addresses and email addresses. But I believe they make the IP addresses public because it shows where the edits come from. So all they're really protecting is maybe an email address. So like Wikipedia really doesn't have any personal data that they have to put any money into protecting. But the UK right now is trying to force Wikipedia to age verify everyone. If the act is to protect children, Wikipedia doesn't have, like, the act is literally meant to protect children from sexual content. That's literally all it's about. Wikipedia doesn't have any of that content. So like, why do you need age verification on Wikipedia? You know? And now Wikipedia, it relies solely on volunteers and donations. So they're pretty much saying too that all the editors and all the volunteers that work for Wikipedia, they're now saying that they need to prove that they're 18 years old. So they're trying to get the names of all the editors and the people that volunteer for Wikipedia. And then they're also trying to get all the names of the people that are donating to Wikipedia too. Like, it's weird. So yeah. It's just like stuff like that is like, it's not about the kids. Like, this isn't about the kids. I think we all know. I got half from some jerk on Reddit. Yeah, I mean, personal hack is like a little bit different because that's like a bit of a defrauding situation too. Oh yeah, Ashley Madison hack. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Or like, look at the app, the T app, right? All the men in the US were so angry that the women had a place to go and share their experiences and warn one another of dangerous men and crappy men, that men got together and hacked the T app and released all the information about everyone who is on the T app. Like, people, if they get angry and want the info, it's not difficult to hack. Hacking is not that difficult. Nothing is 100% protected and impenetrable. The only way you get that is by having 24/7 employees on who are immediately alerted of the hack and who can immediately do something like shut down a database or shut down a network connection to stop it right then and there, like literally cut the power off, right? And that's why like banks and stuff are able to kind of deal with stuff, or like power companies, nuclear reactors, things like that, who, yeah, they get hacked all the time, but they're running on analog systems, all the power companies, nuclear reactors, because of hacking, right? But yeah, it's just like, yeah. Passport expired 30 years ago. They're not going to take expired ID. They're employing the same requirements. Like, they're employing the same AI systems that like OF is using to confirm someone's ID, and they will not accept expired ID. Does Canada have a real ID system like the US? I don't know. What is a real ID? I gotta look it up. No one gives a damn about children. Honestly, like, that is, like, I don't like to encourage conspiracy theories, sorry, but that is actually, like, it is true. Like, this isn't about the kids, right? We all know it's not about the kids. They created a men's version too and used it to upload revenge porn and stuff. Of course they did. Because the T app, the women just talk to one another, but the men have to go totally the other opposite way, which is it just further proves why the T app is there. Because men, like, these are the men that we're trying to warn one another about. Like, I'm sorry to say, yes, it's not all men, but a lot of men, which is why we choose the bear. So, yeah. Funny thing about criminals, they don't follow rules. Exactly. All the companies have to follow rules, compliances. They have stockholders to answer to, all of that, right? But criminals, especially hackers, they don't answer to anybody. They just do whatever the fuck they want, right? Already have a pic of my birth certificate. That doesn't count. The AI wants a photo. You need photo ID for this AI system, because it's going to compare your picture to your photo ID. And then you're going to have to hold your photo ID up beside your face. And then that AI system is really bad at recognizing, because it wants the photo ID to be clear and crisp. And it's really difficult to do when it's beside your face and you're doing it with your phone. It's a very annoying system. T as in like TEA, like drinking the tea. It's only in the United States, and it's a dating safety app for women. And they got so angry that this was their response. Like, of course we choose the bear. Yeah. Unless they're MLMs, they get protected from the rules. Yeah. I mean, if it's already someone breaking the law, then yeah, they get protected from the rules. Oh right, you said something about real ID. What is that? Real ID. Oh, it's an act that requires standardization for driver's license and identification cards. Yeah, I mean, we have that here. Like, all of our ID cards are standardized, if that's what you mean. If you're talking about like the enhanced driver's license and stuff, that is an option here, but you have to pay for it. But the only reason that we would have had it in the past was to cross the border. But then after 9/11, then it's like, well, you require a passport no matter. So there's no point in spending money on an enhanced driver's license. Just say no to online dating. Yeah, it's a friggin' disaster. In order to get a driver's license in the US, you have to get what's known as a real ID. The frig is a real ID? It just says that that's an act. Real ID Act of 2005. I mean, that's a 9/11 thing, it sounds like, right? Okay, US, how to get a real ID. When you apply for or renew your driver's license or state identification card, you can choose to make it Real ID compliant. When you receive your new card, it will have a Real ID star marking at the top right. So you have to do prove your identity. You can bring a U.S. birth certificate, passport, or permanent resident card. And then your social security number, proof of residency. I mean, you can get one of these in Canada, but there's no reason to. Like, they're not, no one asks for them, and there's no reason to get one. Like, that's our enhanced driver's license, but it's like, you can't do anything with it. Like, there's no point to it. It was like, it was at first the US was going to accept that for crossing the border, and then they pushed back and they were like, no, passport only. And so they started the enhanced driver's license program, and there's really no friggin' point to it. Like, it's just a way bigger fee for something that is useless. So, in the US, in order to get driver's license, okay, yeah, I read that. Not all bears. It's enough, though. It's more than enough. Sounds about as dependable as Hertz new AI scanning system looking for damages on rental cars. Yeah, it's all AI too. It's all bullshit. And the thing is, like, cannot fly if no real ID even within the US. That's weird. Yeah, we don't have that here. It's like you have a passport, and that's like better than any enhanced ID that you might have. I'm in the US with a regular license, just can't travel until I get a real ID. That's weird. I don't really know what the point of that is. Like, if you have a passport, you have to provide the same information. Like, that's why, like, nobody gets an enhanced driver's license here other than people have money to burn and they were curious what it looked like. Literally, that's the only people that go. Because to get to get a passport, you have to provide all that information. Plus, you also have to get a vouch from somebody that you are who you say you are, and you've lived in Canada for at least, I think, 5 years or 2 years or something like that. Like that you're from, that they've known you for 2 years. Sorry. So like, people just get passports and then driver's licenses here, right? There's like an age of majority card you can get here for people that don't drive, because yes, we have a photo health card, but they're not supposed to be accepted as ID because it breaks HIPAA, right? So even though we have a photo health card, we can't give it as ID. So people who don't drive will get an age of majority card. I'm sure you can pay Elon to give you a blue tick. Yeah. I only drive people up the wall or around the bend. Oh, what time is it? Shit. Okay, we gotta pay attention to time. Can you please do a 1 hour deep dive on Char Margolis? Please. I think that don't I have this person on the list? I'm pretty sure. The thing is, Canada has very, very stringent privacy laws. Like, we're like crazy with our privacy laws. So this whole ID verification to use the internet thing, I don't think that's going to go over well here. Like, they need to prove that they are storing our personal information in super secure ways. And if they can't prove it, then like they can't ask for our ID essentially. So I don't know how they're going to pull off that act thing in Canada. Like, there's a reason why Facebook is weird and different here, and why the government has won lawsuits against Facebook multiple times in Canada. Yeah, Char, she's on the list. Yeah, she's like some psychic. I do remember looking at her briefly. Can't go to military bases. I mean, you can't really get into a closed military base here unless you're in the military, so. And I can't even make sure people have right number of fingers when making images. Exactly. Yeah. That's literally going to be our check in the future of like whether someone's AI. It's going to be like, hold your fingers up to the camera. Like, that's literally going to be the only way that we're going to be able to figure out if something's AI or not. I swear to God, fingers are like the death of AI. That's like the only thing that like they just cannot get is fingers. It's so stupid. Also, if you're ever curious if you're talking to an AI or if anything's AI text, I can't remember the word for it, but it's a long dash. It's like 2 dashes in a row, but it's one. It's like one long dash. If you see that in anyone's writing, it's AI. Just to let you know, AI is famous for using those constantly. So if you see that, it's AI. So that dash and fingers are going to be our like double check to see if something's AI or not. So I brought it up because without real ID in the US, you can't get things like passports. It's so weird because like you provide, that's why we don't have it here. Because like we provide the same ID to get the real ID is to get our passport, except more because we have to get a vouch. We have to get someone to vouch for us that we are who we say we are. And someone has to sign like a contract. And it's like, if you lie on this contract, you're going to be sent to jail kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, eventually I'll get to the Char thing. She's on the list. Yeah. AI still hasn't figured out eyes yet. Soulless monsters. The eyes are pretty good. It depends which AI is doing it. It depends which AI, because some of them do screw it up a lot. There's like AI dead eyes, yeah, but some of them I have M dashes. That's what it is, Blastrite. Some of them I've seen like very good eyes, but still the hands. I haven't seen any AI been able to do hands. I don't know what is up with that. It's so weird. Yeah. Anytime you see an M dash overused, it's AI. Yeah. Yeah, it was created long before AI, but nobody uses M dashes. See, there's dash, which is what you use here, but M dash. Does anyone even know how to make one? No, see, that isn't it, Ken. Like, does anyone know how to make one on their keyboard? Like, I don't even know how to do it. I gotta Google it. Hold on. How to make an M dash on keyboard. On the phone keyboard, you could probably find it. Okay, so to make an M dash, you can use the alt code 0151 on Windows, or use the option plus shift plus hyphen shortcut on Mac. So you have to do alt. Oh God, you have to hold down alt. Oh geez, hold on. So I have to hold down alt and do 0151. Hold on. Yep, that's what you have to do. There it is. Okay, it says it's restream.io typing it, but that was me. You have to hold your alt button, and then on your numpad, you have to type in 0151. Nobody does that, right? So like, That's the M dash. It's the long dash. And nobody does that. So if you see that, just to let you guys know, like if you see that, it's AI. AI is writing to you. Just let you know. No, it's listen, this is two dashes. This is one dashes. I'm talking about this one, 0151. That is the M dash. If you see that long dash, it's not the two. I can't cope with Youngblood's name. They call him Youngblood. That's weird. On your phone, it's going to be easier because the phone has the keyboard, right? So you can look stuff up easier. Definitely on your phone, it's going to be easier. Let me see on my phone. Yeah, on the phone, it's definitely different. If I hold down my dash... Oh, wait, no, that's my keyboard. Now, if I do double dash on an Android, it doesn't do it. I have to go into the special... I have to go into the special symbols. Let me see if I have it. Do we even have it? I don't think I have it. I'm looking. I wonder if iPhone has it, but Android certainly doesn't. Yeah, if I do two dashes, it doesn't turn it into it. I have the underscore because I use underscore in a lot of stuff. I don't have it on my keyboard on my phone. Do you guys have it on your phone? Long press the dash on an Android. Okay, let me go to the dash itself. Oh, I see it. Ah, okay. So I have to go into my dash. So I use a keyboard app that I like, and it lets me long press letters to get symbols, but I have to go into the symbols and long press a symbol to get those things. Okay. Which I would never do. That's too many steps. It's the longer one. Yes, Agony Goose. Yeah. It looks like we're practicing Morse code now. Yes. Yeah. So, okay. Yes, Stevie, I'll see you. Oh yeah, I got to end here. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, if you see that, like people will put it sometimes like in their titles on YouTube and stuff. And like, honestly, I usually just I Google M dash and I copy it from the Google and then I throw it in a title. Like that's different. But like if you're talking to someone on chat or something, and if they're throwing that M dash in there, it's AI. It's AI, just to let you know. So, okay. We're just going to be recording Truth or Demons, so you can't watch it live, but I'm going to end here. I don't know if anyone else is live right now to check out. But let me see if anyone's live. But yeah, I have to go do the thingy. Ghost Club Paranormal. Seg releases Ghost Club Paranormal video. I do want to watch that. You know what? You guys should go watch that. Hold on. Let me grab the link. Let me link it for y'all. I'll send you off. Hold on. Oh my God. Go away, ads. Okay. There is Seg's video. Go check it out. I heard he said that he was really mean to them in this video, so I've been waiting to watch it to see what he does to them. So, yeah. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.